Good morning students. Today we are going to solve numericals based on gravitation of chapter 10 gravitation. This is our question number 15 of main exercise. A stone is thrown vertically upward with an initial velocity of 40 meter per second. Taking g is equal to 10 meter per second square, find the maximum height reached by the stone. What is the net displacement and the total distance covered by the stone? There is a stone and we are throwing that stone with an initial velocity of 40 meter per second in upward direction. So what is given? Initial velocity u 40 meter per second. As you know that when object is moving upward or downward, then it experiences an acceleration due to gravity, which is denoted with small g. Here that stone is thrown vertically upwards, so it is moving in vertically upward direction, so it experiences an acceleration due to gravity denoted with small g. It has a constant value of 9.8 meter per second square, but it is mentioned in the question you can take its rounded off value, that is 10 meter per second square. There is one important thing which you have to note down, that is when object is moving vertically upward, at that time it experiences an acceleration due to gravity in downward direction. So acceleration due to gravity is produced in downward direction, which is opposite to the direction of the motion of the stone. So it will be in minus or negative. When object is moving in vertically upward direction, then finally it will reach to a certain maximum height, and after reaching to that height it will finally stop. So final velocity at that maximum height will become 0 meter per second. So v is equal to 0 meter per second. Now what you have to calculate? We have to calculate maximum height reached by the stone. Means what is the maximum height that is reached by the stone, up to which height or distance it reaches. So we are going to calculate height, or we can also say that distance in upward direction. Now we have three equations of motion. V is equal to u plus gt. This is first equation of motion. S is equal to ut plus half gt square. This is second equation of motion. 2gs is equal to v square minus u square. This is third equation of motion. Out of these three equations of motion, which equation of motion can you apply? Can you apply first equation of motion? No, because S is not here. Can you apply second equation of motion? Not. Why? Because t is not given. Can you apply third equation of motion? Yes, we can apply third equation of motion, because g, v, u all are given and we have to calculate S. Now put the values of these quantities in the equation. 2 into G minus 10 into S we have to calculate is equal to V 0 square minus U 40 whole square. 2 into minus 10 minus 20 into S is equal to square of 0 0 minus square of 40, it is 1600. Now minus 20S is equal to 0 minus 1600 minus 1600, cancel minus with minus. Now you have 20S is equal to 1600. 20 is multiplying with S. When we will transfer it from left to right side, it will divide 1600. Now divide 1600 by 20. What will we get? We will get 80 meter. So what is the distance or height up to which stone rises, up to which stone reaches? That is 80 meter. Now in this question, net displacement and the total distance covered by the stone is also asked. So we have to calculate these quantities also. First of all, I am going to calculate total distance covered by the stone. Now what is the total distance covered by the stone? It means firstly stone is thrown in a vertically upward direction. So it is obvious that it covers distance or height in upward direction, then same distance or height it covers in downward direction. And just now I have calculated that stone covers a distance or a height of 80 meter in upward direction. So when it comes back to the earth's surface, it covers same height or distance of 80 meter in downward direction. So what is the total distance covered by the stone from down to up and up to down? That is 80 meter in upward direction, then again 80 meter in downward direction. So total distance is 160 meter. So this is the total distance covered by the stone. Now next, net displacement covered by the stone. In chapter 8, you studied that displacement is the shortest distance between initial and final position of the object. Here, object is thrown in a vertically upward direction, then it reaches to a maximum height and again comes back to the ground or earth surface. So, initial and final positions are same. So, the shortest distance between same initial and final position is 0 meter. So net displacement covered by the stone is 0 meter. So this is the solution of question number 15. Now we will move to question number 16.